Welcome to Duo Chat with Brittany and Cynthia, where we talk about drama shows from shows ranging from the 90s to today.
Hi everyone, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Cynthia. And today again we have Jaycee with us.
Hey y'all.
So episode 12, Uncharted Waters, aired January 27th, 1999. And
Hey, that's when you were born. I'm just kidding.
The synopsis is
the gang explore uncharted waters when the girls, Jen, join Andie and Abby, spend a day with Gail, doing a TV report on teenage behavior amid the tensions between all of them over Jen and Joey's continuing feud and Abby's continuing insensitivity. Meanwhile, Dawson and Pacey explore their own uncharted waters when they go on a father-son fishing trip with Mitch and Pacey's father, Sheriff John Witter, as well as Jack, whom Pacey invites to tag along, which brings out more tension between Dawson and Jack.
what do you guys think about Pacey just inviting Jack and not even telling Dawson?
I thought it was so good.
I was a little shocked. I was like, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
What's
way to
gonna
go.
happen? I'm not gonna lie. I would be really mad at you guys if you invited somebody I absolutely did
So
not
if
like.
I invited Cynthia.
Oh my God. Yeah, I would hate if you invited Cynthia. I would be furious. But no, I mean, he could have warned him.
Yeah.
I mean, he did.
How?
Right before.
Oh, as he was walking up?
Like 5 seconds before.
Dawson had time not to get on the boat.
Dawson was on the boat.
I know, he had time to jump off.
Oh.
Well, then what was it?
No. Okay, that's his payback for when Dawson didn't tell Pacey at all about Miss Jacobs returning. So you know what? That's Dawson's payback.
Dawson did try to tell him.
Yeah, he did try.
And Pacey did too.
No, at the last very possible
Dawson
second.
didn't even try. We just had a long discussion about Dawson not trying, of how he could have very quickly
You're
whispered
saying he
to
could have
him.
tried harder, not that he didn't try at all.
He didn't. He just
He-
went.
he
He just
did
went.
try.
No, he just went. Oh, okay. Okay, you're busy. I'm gonna go to class. Like, Dawson, what kind of friend are you?
Well, he tried more than Pacey tried.
But Pacey ended up telling.
You just
him.
are in love with Pacey, and you're going to defend him to the day you die. I understand. But Pacey could have gave the boy a heads up.
He wasn't thinking about Dawson. Okay, Dawson.
Yeah, he was preoccupied. He has a lot going on. But he could have gave him a heads
No,
up.
he
That's all I'm
couldn't.
saying. All you had to say was, oh, by the way, Jack's coming.
No, he did.
Brittany,
You're being ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. He did tell him.
at
Dawson.
the last second.
And
That's not-
Dawson didn't tell him at all. So you know what?
He did tell him. He tried to tell him.
Yeah.
Tried. Did not succeed.
So not getting the words out ahead of time is worse than telling the words right at the last second.
Yes.
No.
No. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think
At
we're
least
gonna.
he told.
I don't think me and Cynthia are gonna agree with you on this at all, ever.
Because you two are so in love with Dawson that you're taking Dawson's side. It's so ridiculous.
I just think,
No.
given the situation, a
No.
heads up would have been nice.
He did give him. But
1 second heads up.
Jack was walking up the freaking pier when he told him.
He was already
Man.
there.
He could probably even hear Pacey tell him.
I'm telling you, Pacey was
I'm
distracted.
telling you right now.
He was distracted by his dad. Okay. He didn't
Oh.
have time to think about Dawson.
I am very happy we finally see Pacey's dad.
Really? You really wanted to see?
Not that I wanted to, but I mean, at least we know he exists.
Well, we know he exists.
Well, we've heard of him, but we've never seen him.
Yeah, but now don't you want to not see him anymore?
I feel really bad for Pacey and what he has to deal with.
Yeah, now you know why he doesn't ever want to be home.
Yeah. Dad's a drunk and just mean to him.
And so my thing is, if Pacey's dad hates him as much as like Doug and Pacey say he does, why is he going on a fishing trip with him?
Good question.
Well, Mitch is there.
I know, but Mitch likes his son.
No, I'm saying that's probably why.
Always hanging out with Mitch.
Yeah, because it's like a double father-son trip.
But I just thought it was. But okay, if it's not father-son, why couldn't he take Doug? His favorite son.
Maybe working.
Oh, yeah, they got to leave one cop in town.
Because it's only the Witter guys that are the
Yeah.
cops. I just thought that was weird. Like, if you hate your son that much, why are you hanging out with him?
Yeah.
Like, why bond with him at all? And then, this episode, do you think that Joey is jealous of Jen and how close she's getting to Dawson and his family?
Oh, she
Yeah.
definitely is. But I don't think she has a right to be that jealous.
No, I mean, they haven't hung out together in, it's been episodes, so it's probably
Yeah.
been weeks or months.
She's the one that pulled away from him, so she really can't be jealous of him making new friendships, building on those relationships.
What's he supposed to do? Have, like, one friend, and that's her, and then they're not...
He's supposed to just stop his life and wait.
Yeah. I was just like, Joey, come on now. Why are you being so jealous? Ugh. I did like what Gail said to Joey at the end. You know, that you're my surrogate daughter.
Yes.
That was like the first, and then they hugged. But that was like the first time they've really hugged. Or really, or even really had a scene together. Because it never really seemed like they were close, Gail and Joey. She was always just hanging out with Dawson.
Yeah.
Well, no, in season 1, Joey was the one that kept talking to her about her affair.
Yeah, saying
Yeah,
you need to say something.
Yeah, but only bringing that up a couple times, and that was it. It's been mostly
They
her and
had to have
Dawson.
been somewhat close, though, for Joey to feel comfortable talking to her about such a sensitive topic.
But again, we don't see it.
And then Gail talked to her about sex and gave her that book.
Yeah.
So they've had their moments of being close.
Okay, but it wasn't that many for me to believe it.
No, but they have shown it and implied that there's a relationship.
Yeah, and then Joey has spent, we don't know how many years, but many years with Dawson in his house.
So being
In his
young,
bedroom.
well, being young, I'm sure they've had a lot of meals together and done a lot of things together. They've probably taken trips together,
Dawson does not go on trips.
day trips.
Gail, for that matter, does not go on trips
Gail goes on trips, all right,
to the hotel.
with her coworkers.
Back seat of the car. What did Jen say that she was looking for when she told Joey to get some girls to help Gail with her work project thing?
Oh,
Hold on, I got that somewhere.
Wasn't it something about like good
Yeah.
girls? Because I'm like, Abby is not a good girl.
and smart, intelligent,
That's not Abby.
Yeah. Yeah, Jen
well
said
around it.
Jen said we need girls who are thoughtful, articulate, and nobody that I know speaks their mind more eloquently and honestly as you do to Joey.
Yeah, because that was weird because like Abby shows up and I'm like, I get Andie and Joey, but Abby.
Well, maybe she wanted to have that side too of the snotty girl.
No, she's only here for the drama because she doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut.
That's why they brought her in, because they need some drama. It's the only reason.
But I didn't like Abby talking about Andie's mom again and Joey's dad being in
Every
prison.
episode she's in, she has to bring it up.
Yep.
And it's getting as irritating as the affair.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they exchanged the affair for Abby's snide comments.
Well, and then Abby said, I'm the girl everyone loves to hate. I see it as you're the girl everyone hates. Not everyone loves to hate.
I love to hate her. I do.
I just hate her.
I mean, I am like, ugh, when I see her, but when I see her, I'm like, I really love hating her.
Do you love to hate her or just hate her, Cynthia?
Just hate her.
See? Hey, you just have a different mind.
I do.
So that means you like Abby. You
I
like when
don't-
she's around. Think
I-
about it.
I
Think about what
like-
she's done to Jen and Andie.
I like the excitement she brings to the show because it's been very boring.
But even with her, has been boring.
Yeah, but at least there's some excitement.
But not really, because anything that comes out of her mouth is just repeat.
Yeah, she can't come up with any new insults, that's for sure.
Which means the writers can't come up with anything new.
I'm surprised she hasn't not complimented, but insulted like the way that they dress or something.
Yeah. Oh, she only did to Jen. Oh, she insulted
Yeah.
Jen's size. Yeah.
Yeah, that was rude.
Just surprised she doesn't do it more often.
Yeah.
So did you like when the girls help Gail?
Thought it was
the
interesting to see
interview?
them all together.
What do you think?
Yeah. This wasn't kind of the thing I would imagine Gail doing for the news.
Right.
You know, that's not like more current news that's happening in town or something like that. So I was kind of surprised.
But I guess nothing happens in Cape Side.
You think there would be with the cops not even paying attention to where their cars are.
For real.
Well, I mean, it is only the two cops. But I was good until Abby walked up. And then, like, even Gail, I think, was getting a little annoyed.
Oh, she absolutely was. Because, I mean, Gail's the one that eventually is
Kicked
like,
her out.
yeah, she's like, you gotta go.
I was like, way to go, Gail. Thank you for kicking her out.
I wanted to give her a round of applause.
Yes. Well, okay. So then Gail lets the girls wander upstairs in Dawson's room.
Yeah,
what is up with that?
What is she doing while they're just roaming her house?
But in Dawson's room. She finds
Yeah.
them in Dawson's room.
Watching a porno.
But I don't get it. Like, aren't you supposed to, like, watch? Like, I would not want a bunch of girls in my son's room.
Yeah.
That's especially when one he hates and so do I.
Yeah, they're obviously going to be snooping through his stuff. I mean,
I mean,
it's a bunch of teenagers.
Jen and Joey, like, kind of like threw Abby in the closet, and who knows what kind of stuff she could find in that closet. I mean, I was not approving of Gail letting the girls loose in the house.
No.
I was like, not good parenting. Keep an eye.
Yeah.
Well, and then she goes, well, then she finally said, I think, we should get out of Dawson's room. I'm like, Gail, you
Yeah.
should have never let them upstairs.
Yeah, they should have never been in Dawson's room.
They should have either been in the kitchen eating or in the living room. Other than that, or the bathroom.
Yeah.
Other than that, they don't need to go anywhere else in your house. Unless it's outside.
Right.
And especially with Abby around.
I would not trust her.
No, and I think she trusts the other ones, but it's like, but you're with Abby.
The troublemaker.
The one who will start a whole bunch of stuff. So that was just not a good idea. So what did you think of the fishing trip?
I thought it was kind of awkward. I didn't like. Well, I got more of a feel how Pacey's treated at home because we see his dad just like kind of brushing him aside, not really caring about him, just being
Complimenting Dawson.
yeah, and not even worrying about his own son.
That, you know how much I love Dawson. That just made me so upset. Like, why are you complimenting Doofus over there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what is so great about Dawson?
Yeah, Pacey's dad just kind of excludes him.
And Dawson not even seeing what's going on, but then Jack ends up seeing it.
Yeah.
I know. I was so upset. Like, what kind of... Dawson is not a good friend. Once again. So you missed Pacey's birthday. And now Pacey is in this terrible situation with his dad, like he's always been. But now we're seeing it. And you have your blinders on.
Yeah.
You're in Dawson bubble. Because, he's not bad. What do you have against your dad? Because
he's just worried about his own problems.
Well, it's only because Pacey's dad complimented him. So he's like, what do you have against your dad?
Yep.
Did you hear what he said about him, though?
Right.
Like, if you actually listened, you would know that Pacey's dad has been being mean to him all night.
But he's too much in his own world to care about what's going on with Pacey.
Okay, but if they're friends.
He should care.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why I don't feel bad that Pacey waited last minute to tell him about Jack. Because you know what? Dawson deserved it after this episode.
Yeah, he really hasn't been a good friend to Pacey.
If anything, he deserves Pacey to walk away from him as a friend.
What do you think, though, about... Oh, my God. I couldn't believe when Jack and Dawson were talking, and Jack tells Dawson that he needs to respect him.
Oh, my God. I loved that.
I was like, whoa, okay.
I was like, go, Jack, go. Get your girl. What? I don't like Dawson.
I'm starting to get there.
You were the Dawson lover.
I was, but he's
Well,
gone
okay.
downhill.
What do you think about him in this episode, though? Who's the better guy in this episode, Dawson or Jack? Don't look at me like that.
I think it's Jack.
Thank you. What about you, Cynthia?
Same, Jack.
She's saying it because I'll hit her in my notebook.
No, I have it in my notes here.
So yeah, Dawson was just, he's only about himself. Getting mad at Jack. Getting mad at Pacey. Getting mad at Mitch.
And he doesn't even really have anything to truly be mad about.
At anyone.
Mm-hmm.
What does he have against anyone?
And the moment too when Dawson told Jack, like, if you think that things are over between me and Joey and done with, you're severely delusional.
Yeah, see, Dawson is annoying. Why would he say that?
I don't know. He has that hope, I guess, that him and Joey will get back together eventually.
Okay, they
I
didn't.
think he's trying to, like, rile Jack up a bit, too.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Doofus Dawson only had... I'm telling you, he has those blinders on because he can't see that they don't work as a couple.
Dawson. Sorry. That was great.
All he does... I mean, all they ever did as a couple was fight. And he'd snoop and stuff. So what kind of relationship is that? She moved on because of you. To Jack.
But has she actually moved on?
Okay, but she enjoyed the kiss with Jack, which she would not have done if she was into Dawson.
That's true.
And she had no problems ending it and jumping in a new relationship.
Right away.
Remember when she said that she basically kind of was like Jen, like, oh, I have to, like, find myself. And then, yeah, Jen found herself with Cliff and Joey found herself with Jack. So don't you see a pattern with these girls?
Yeah.
They break up with them for, quote, to find themselves. But really, it's because of Dawson, because he's boring, a terrible boyfriend, a terrible person, and should just go away. Did that sum it all up? What? You think he's like this good boyfriend?
Oh,
Joey?
no.
Jack is a better boyfriend.
So far.
You have to think of this episode.
Yeah, well.
Not your future, because that's what you told me.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know. Well,
No, you're saying what? Go ahead.
I don't know. Next.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, whatever you guys are talking about, so...
I don't even know what I'm doing. No, I'm just saying so far, yeah, he's...
Why are you saying
Just
the
so
way,
far.
No, but how you're saying the word so far.
Just so far.
As if there's going to be something bad that happens.
No, that's not what I'm trying to imply.
That's what it's sounding like.
But no,
Doesn't
that's
it,
no,
Cynthia? When she says, so far.
No. Next.
Okay, fine. I don't like Dawson. So far.
Well, so far, I don't like him right now either. So far, I'm liking Pacey. But maybe not in the future. Oh, no. I'm just saying, I don't know.
What?
Okay, next.
You won't like Pacey in the future.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. Next.
You watched the show. What do you mean you don't?
I watched most of it. I fell asleep during some of it.
Season 5?
Yes.
Yeah, that's when I wanted to fall asleep too.
And then the whole scene with Jen and Joey and how Jen tells Joey she treats her like she's a vixen who's still her true love. And how Joey says Jen has replaced her in every aspect. Girlfriend, best friend, producer, being close to his mom. And
She is jealous.
yeah. And Jen says Joey was insecure. And Joey says that when Dawson chose me, your ego was bruised. And deep down, you still want him. You still want him back.
I think she's right. I mean...
Like, well, I'm getting tired of the whole back and forth with this fight going on between them.
It's been going on for too long.
Yeah, I just feel like they can't
This
be
is
friends.
season 2 of it.
But they're like the writers are still trying to make them work things out or something. I don't know.
All I know is these writers love these love triangles. And I am not here for
Triangle, squares. Shoot.
it. Oh my god. It's in the finale. Anyway.
Well, we can't talk about it then.
No, I know. That's why I said, oh. But because I don't like this triangle. It's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But I think both girls, for some odd reason, They like Dawson. Think about
I
it.
don't see the appeal, but
You did at the beginning.
in the beginning, but now he's whiny.
Jaycee, he's always been whiny.
Nah, no.
You had those Dawson blinders on.
Yeah.
Cynthia, what do you think? Has he always been whiny?
Yeah, for the most part.
See, you had those blinders on.
I liked him in the beginning.
See, you saw what the girls saw.
Yeah.
And then the whole scene with Pacey's dad and Pacey playing darts, and we already knew that Pacey was good at the darts because of the very first scene.
Yeah.
He was in Dawson's room hitting the targets easily, and then in the bar with his dad, he misses on purpose so his dad can win.
And his
Yeah, 'cause-
dad's all gloating about that.
Well, and his dad's drunk, so it's like, oh.
I just feel so bad for Pacey having to deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would not want that dad. He's horrible. And then to like make fun of him because he lost. Idiot. It's like if Pacey would actually played, he would have beat your butt.
And that just goes to show John doesn't really know much about Pacey.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
John is his dad.
Oh.
I said that in the synopsis too.
Were you paying it? Did you even watch this episode, Brittany?
Yeah, this morning. Well, I wasn't paying attention to the to the dad.
But anyway, yeah, that's his name.
I don't like his name.
I don't either.
There's a lot of
That was a weird laugh.
there's a lot of J's in this episode.
There are.
Oh, show, yeah.
Yeah. Now we got another J.
Yeah, we just talked about that in one of the previous episodes.
There's so far like 4 people.
Dang,
I guess they like those names.
they sure do.
And it's weird because like Jack and Joey reminds you of like Jack and Jill.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Dawson even put Jill as the girl
Are
in
you
the movie.
serious?
I thought her name was Sammy.
I don't know, but like I saw the one, it was when he was deleting it, it said Jill.
Oh.
And I went,
That's weird.
so Jack and Jill? Okay.
Jack and Jill went up the hill.
I was like, all right, I guess we're getting the reference of Jack and Jill. Yeah, it was weird. So did you get anything from the whole interview with the girls? I mean,
No.
I
Not
thought it was-
really. I felt like it was filler.
I thought it was boring.
I mean, yeah, it was just about being popular and being insecure, but that was kind of a given.
Yeah, I think they kind of just got the girls together since the guys were together. They're like, here, we'll try to do something with them too.
And you know, at the beginning, I was excited to see no affair, even though Abby brings it up
Yeah.
as she's walking out the door. But I was happy that it was. Remember, because I've been saying I want it like the beauty pageant
Yeah.
where Mitch and Gail are part of the kids' storylines. Well, here it is, and guess what? I didn't like it.
No.
It was boring, both sides, the guys and the girls.
I liked watching the guys more than the girls.
Yeah, more than, but I still didn't like it.
And then they did have their sweet scenes with Joey and Dawson toward the end with Gail and Joey about being mother, kind of like a mother-daughter.
Yeah.
And Dawson and his dad, like he thanked him for being a good dad to him and everything like that. So it did pay off at the end.
He only did that because of Pacey. Because Pacey said your dad is a great dad. Like,
Yeah, well, he did think about it too, probably since then in that time frame.
No, I don't think Dawson does not think. Okay, you know I'm right. So when Abby and Andie, you know, both the A's,
Yeah.
the A's, when they're leaving Dawson's house, it's really weird because Abby's mom pulls up, whatever, and Abby goes, "Oh," to Andie, "Oh, do you want to ride?" Why would Andie go? Why would she go with Abby?
Well, it beats walking.
But how did she get there?
Jen?
Yeah, probably.
Andie?
If she came after school,
But
they-
Jen lives right next door.
maybe she got a ride
No.
with her.
It doesn't. I was
Wait, doesn't Andie still have her car?
probably
She could have drove there, but then it wouldn't make sense why she would need a ride back.
Right.
Unless
Yeah.
she sold her car and they didn't.
unless
I
Jack
say
took
it.
her car to go to the boat.
Oh,
that
maybe.
maybe
Yeah.
Jack dropped her off.
Yeah.
But how does Jack get to work all the time?
Maybe Andie
And he
takes him.
drops him off. I don't. That's hard.
See,
I'm confused.
I got a lot of questions for you.
Well, I don't have the answers.
Yeah, because we don't even
Nope.
think about the whole school and
Nobody
you know,
does.
when they go there and
Not
But
even
it
the writers.
didn't make any sense that Andie, who Abby has treated like crap, would go with her in the car. Because, okay, so she drops you off home. Then she's going to talk all about you in school. Oh, you know, her house. Oh, like, come up with more crap.
Her house is huge.
But you know Abby, she twists things.
I don't know. I'm gonna say I would take a ride if I needed one. I don't
so far
care.
Abby has only been nice to Andie. These couple of times that she has been nice, it was only to Andie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I don't buy it.
Maybe she's coming around. Maybe she wants to be nicer.
But did you buy
Okay.
the whole part of Abby telling Andie why she makes drama?
Yeah, she has no life.
Like no drama at home.
She's
Like
bored.
she's like I don't have a crazy mother. My dad's not in jail.
Okay,
And
but that's no reason to stir up other people's
It's just
drama.
interesting to her.
so I didn't buy that.
It's like she's in Dawson's movies and she just wants the drama.
Yeah.
Like Dawson likes his, drama, so does Abby. Ooh, I know, that's who should be together. Dawson and Abby.
Mm.
And then too, Abby stayed out all night after she was kicked out. Because she was supposed to spend the night as a bonding thing with the girls.
Yeah. Apparently she didn't want to tell her mom or her mom didn't want to come get her.
Yeah.
That was good.
Her mom probably thinks she has friends and everything like that. So
Yeah, she probably said, "Oh, I'm going to go to like a slumber party with all my friends." Yeah, you don't have any.
Yeah,
I mean,
good try.
you don't
Abby.
even. Okay, here's another thing. Why is Jen inviting Abby when they're not even really friends anymore, are they?
No, I think it was just to get more girls in the group. Like she probably needed a certain amount of girls to interview. And
Or
she
different-
didn't know anybody else.
different types of girls.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird. I'm like, you guys aren't even friends anymore.
Yes, I think it's just she wants a different kind of girls and more girls.
hmm And then the whole scene with Joey and Jen in Dawson's room and seeing how they like respect each other and
Yeah, it was nice to see
They
them
make up.
talk.
but they made up so quick.
Yeah, just the whole episode. It was Joey being jealous.
They do that a lot. They fight about Dawson and each other and then make up. Last time they bonded over having some ice cream and everything. So it's just back and forth with them.
And once again, Joey and Jen are in Dawson's room without
Why
Dawson.
is it always in Dawson's room?
Like,
And they
why-
have like 5 other bedrooms. They can't go in one of
Well,
them.
Yeah.
No, apparently they don't have 5 other bedrooms because all the guests sleep in Dawson's room with Dawson. And when Mitch and Gail were going through their affair, neither one of them slept in a different room. So
Huh.
clearly they only have 2 bedrooms.
I guess.
I know the house looks like it should have like 5, but it doesn't apparently because it makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But why are they in his room? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't
I
understand.
mean, Gail kicked them all out of his room. I guess they don't listen
well, it's
to
because
parents.
Abby's gone.
I guess they don't listen to parents.
And then I felt bad for Pacey after the whole dart game with his dad that night at the bar. And
Oh yeah, how'd
He's
you
walking
like
him
when
home.
he had to walk him home and then the dad fell and then you had that scene.
I felt so bad for him.
Okay, when Pacey cries, my heart just breaks for him.
Oh my gosh, Brittany. You and Pacey.
I just feel bad that was the only time he could tell his dad how he felt was when he was passed out like that.
Well, his dad doesn't listen to him.
No, but I knew you were gonna pick on me.
Because you only ever feel sorry for Pacey, no other characters. Well, not the boys.
I feel bad for Jack.
You never feel bad for Dawson.
I felt bad for him.
When?
Um,
See, you can't even come up with one.
when his parents got separated, I felt bad for him. But
No, you said, he's whiny. He's crying. He needs to yell at his mom.
because he did, why is he yelling at Mitch?
But you've never truly felt bad for Dawson. Let's be real.
No, I did. I just never said it.
And then too the scene
But I'll
with
always, my heart will always be for Pacey.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but you said yours is starting to, so
And then the scene between Jack and Dawson about Jack telling him that his dad isn't out of
yeah,
town
his dad left
working.
him.
Yeah. And then Dawson was like, I know how that feels. And Jack's like, no, you don't.
No.
Yeah.
He goes, your dad moved up the road. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I'm like, oh, please, you know how it feels. Oops.
What happened?
It just got really loud on the mic.
I thought something like you stopped it or something.
No, it's really red.
Okay. And then one of the last scenes, Pacey ends up getting the biggest fish during the trip and
Okay,
wins a
wasn't
trophy.
that funny when Jack actually got it, but then he couldn't reel it in, so then Pacey stepped in.
I mean,
Well, I don't think Jack knew what he was doing either.
No, he
so
didn't.
it's
I
not
don't
like
think
he
he's
wasn't
ever.
strong enough. It's just
I
he didn't
don't
know
think
what to
he's
do.
ever went fishing, but oh my god, I loved him, Pacey. Just
Yeah,
and then
but
he got the trophy for it.
yeah, and then soon afterward, his dad brings him down by saying to enjoy it because he probably won't have many more like it.
yeah, that was mean. That was a big fish. What? It was.
To be honest, I don't remember what the fish looked like.
Oh,
me
and
either.
you want me to remember Pacey's dad's name?
I'm supposed to remember one fish, and you can't remember the name for the whole episode.
Yeah.
That's not even a valid argument.
I'm not even good with names, but I remembered his name was John.
Kind of like it tuned you out when Abby said that everyone loves to hate her. You know, you didn't listen to that part.
No, I might have subconsciously known she said that.
So yeah, I don't like. Can't they? I just call him Mr. Witter because you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, I try to tune him out too.
And then Dawson saw that comment by Pacey's dad about that he probably won't have many more like it. So Dawson finally sees Pacey's dad for who he is and tells Pacey
finally
that I know it's not the same, but there are people in your life who recognize and respect your talent and intelligence. So I thought that was sweet, but
Yeah.
he could have caught on a little quicker than that.
Yeah, he's a little slow sometimes.
Okay, because here's the thing: is Dawson is supposed to, as the writers keep claiming, he's supposed to have known Pacey since childhood.
Right.
So haven't you known since childhood that his dad has been evil?
Well, this is the first time we've seen his dad in.
No, it's the first time we've, as an
But
audience.
Dawson.
I know, I'm
But
just wondering how many times
Dawson-
Dawson has seen him over the years.
What?
I'm just wondering how many times Dawson has seen Pacey's dad over the years since we just saw him for the first
I
time
know
in season
we
2.
have just seen him, but Dawson was raised with him.
Well, it looks like that Pacey is probably over Dawson's more than anything.
Okay, but there's probably a reason why, and the fact that Dawson doesn't get it makes no sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Pacey's probably never brought it up, so he never has.
I'm sure
Unless
Pacey
he
brought
never,
it up, but
unless
Dawson
he never spent much time around Pacey's family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you would still talk about your parents.
Yeah, but you know he's self-centered.
Dawson, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta make it clear who you're talking about. And it's Dawson. The idiot who can't see past his own little drama. All right, now, I have something to pick with you, Cynthia.
Okay.
Since you are on Dawson's side about everything today. What is up with how he is treating Mitch? He is treating Mitch like a child. He's like questioning him about money. How are you on money?
He always does that to Mitch.
But to ask him how, and the Mitch is like, I'm okay right now. And he goes, well, don't you think you need to get a job? I mean, what is he, the parent?
He thinks.
Mitch is not your parent, or he's not your child. He's your parent.
I think he's just still mad at him for leaving.
He did not. Gail.
No, I know, but in Dawson's mind, that's how he sees it.
Right.
Like how we saw with Jack from that before.
Because he moved out.
Yeah. And Dawson doesn't see why his dad just can't move back in.
Hell.
I'm just saying what Dawson's thinking
Yeah,
probably.
and Dawson can't get over. Okay, so Dawson, he wants to get all mad at Mitch. Well, he's being mean to Jack, who Joey cheated with that kiss. It doesn't make any sense that he's mean to Mitch. Mitch has done nothing to him, and he still sees him.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I see both sides, but I mean...
I don't see Dawson's side.
Really? Not at all?
No!
It's just because you hate Dawson.
No! Okay, explain it to me.
I just did.
Yeah, Cynthia literally explained it.
Yeah, not in the way I It doesn't make sense to me. I don't see where he can just start.
Yeah.
But to treat him like a child?
He's been doing that a lot.
Mitch is not your child.
But then Mitch should be laying down the law and telling Dawson to not speak to him that way. But Mitch isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Mitch is afraid to because Dawson's all like...
But he's the dad. He shouldn't be afraid.
I know, but all Dawson does is take everything out on Mitch.
Well, that's Mitch's fault because he's
What?
the parent. The parent is responsible for the child. If your child's acting a certain way as your parent, as a parent, that's your fault.
But...
You taught them.
But Dawson is old enough to choose to the court that he does not want to live with Daddy.
Yeah, but
No.
the parents are responsible for the kids. They taught them how he is how his mom and dad taught him to be. So, they raised him to be that way. That's just my point.
Have anything to add?
Whether it makes
No.
sense or not, that's...
I get that they raised him, but Mitch is not on good terms with Dawson. Has gone psycho.
Dawson's a 15-year-old boy. If Mitch is mad about it, he needs to do something.
Okay. What can Mitch do?
Anything he wants. He's the dad.
Okay, but to make little Dawson happy,
Ground him.
he doesn't live with him.
That's probably why he was trying to be friends with him before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's trying to get him over there, but he don't want to go over there.
He can still make rules for him even though he doesn't live in the house. I
Okay,
mean,
but if you only see him on the weekends, Dawson can be like, Psh, I don't
Have
like
the-
your rules. I'm going to go
have
stay with
Gail-
Mom.
Have Gail enforce those rules.
Gail,
They
there's
need to be on the same page. They
they're-
need to be a team. They always have been for him so far.
But they're separated and going through
That
apparently a
doesn't have to
divorce.
change their parenting. They can still co-parent.
Okay, but how many parents does that actually work for?
Quite a few.
I don't know.
I've seen it work.
Yes, but I'm just saying that Gail, I'm sure, will be like, no, I'm okay with whatever he says to you because it's to you. Because here's the thing, Dawson has not treated his mom like the way he treats Mitch.
Yeah,
So she would not understand where Mitch is coming
Gail
from.
has disrespected their marriage, but I think Gail respects Mitch as a father. And I don't think that Gail will go and undermine Mitch.
But she also has not really seen how Dawson treats Mitch. He's only ever treated Mitch like that when she's not around.
Because they're not around each other for him to treat.
But when Gail left the room in the kitchen, then that's when Dawson went off on Mitch saying, why don't you just forgive her?
Yeah, and if Mitch don't like it, he needs to do something.
But I'm saying Gail has not seen Dawson treat him like that.
That's
So
when,
Mitch
but that's
said,
why Mitch can go and talk to Gail about it if
No,
it's
but
a problem.
But then Gail would just say, I have not seen it. So no.
I don't think Gail would say that.
You don't know.
Neither do you.
You
don't know either.
Dawson has been nice to his mother. So
But Mitch and Gail have been a good team for Dawson as parents. That's all I'm trying to say. Is that I think if Mitch had a problem, he could talk to Gail and they would figure it out as parents together.
whatever. I can
You
see.
just don't like me to be right ever.
I don't see that you're right.
Well, I don't see that you're right.
Like I said, whatever. So do you really think that Joey respects Jen? Because I laughed at that.
I don't know.
Well, they keep going back and forth with that.
And then, do you think Dawson respects Mitch? You know, at the end?
No.
Me either. Not the way he's treating him, like a child. What do you think, Cynthia?
Well, with their talk at the end, I'm hoping that makes things turn around after this.
Me too. But with Dawson, who knows? Well, he's so wishy-washy.
He is. He always is.
Like, you can't trust a word that boy says. Did we get through the whole episode?
I think so. I don't really have anything else to bring up for the episode.
Me either. It was boring.
It was very boring.
Not much happened.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty crazy that they were able to fill the 42 minutes with, like, nonsense.
For real.
So then highs and lows?
My high was... What did I even
You
write?
can't even
I
read
can't
it.
read what I wrote. Oh my gosh.
Well, anyway, my high was Pacey winning the contest thingy. I don't know. The low was the whole episode. What's yours?
My high was just the moments between Gail and Joey, and then Dawson and his dad, Mitch. Yeah. And then my low was just every scene with Pacey and his dad, John.
Oh, yes.
I love how you throw his name.
My high was Mitch trying to just prove himself, be a better dad.
Mm-hmm.
And my low was Dawson's selfishness. Like, he really was selfish and really showed it this time because he didn't care what Pacey was going through. All he cared about was Jack being there, not the fact that Pacey's dad was treating him so poorly.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't like that.
Oh, how nice of you to put that as your low.
And
What would you
then-
guys rate it?
Yeah. Maybe a 5.
A 3. Nothing happened in the episode.
Mm-mm.
She can't read her own handwriting.
I can't.
We'll just make one up.
Oh my gosh, I just read you guys the wrong thing. That was my best and worst character I was talking about.
I don't even know what you said. But,
No, for my highs and lows. I screwed up, y'all.
what'd you rate it?
I would rate it like a 4.
So what were your highs and lows? Or just think of them at the top of your head.
My high was just the fishing trip as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
You said that was better than the girls stuff.
Yeah, that was my high.
Oh.
My low was Pacey's dad being so drunk and being mean to him. Ah! So yeah, my worst character was Dawson and my best was Mitch. I screwed that up. Sorry, guys.
And then my best was Gail, just with her sweet moment with Joey, and then the worst is Pacey's dad. What?
I'm just so shocked that you said Dawson is your worst.
Well, he was bad this episode.
No, I said Pacey's dad.
but
the
for
worst.
me,
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just so shocked.
I don't. Okay, I'm not over here a Dawson lover like you're a Pacey lover. Come on.
I know, but you're constantly giving me a hard time about Pacey.
Because you look at Pacey like he does no wrong.
I call
You look
him
at him
out.
like he's a god.
No.
He's not.
I call him out.
Barely. Barely. And then you make excuses when you call him out. Well, you know, maybe Pacey was having a bad day.
Well, it's not my fault that you can't defend Dawson. Okay? Just
Because I don't love Dawson the way you love Pacey.
Well, that's not my fault.
That's not my fault either.
It's not my fault that I can defend Pacey. I will say, hang on. 1, 2. Okay. The top of my head. There are 2 scenes in the future of this show that I will not be able to defend Pacey.
I don't know.
And because I do not understand Pacey in those moments. So, yes. So I'm just letting you know. I will not be able to defend him.
We shall see.
But anyway, now that you shocked me, my worst was also Dumbo Dawson.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, but yeah.
Okay, so
Dumbo
here,
Dawson. Doofus Dumbo. You got lots of names.
idiot. So the thing was with this episode, I was going back and forth between who was the best from 2 characters and who was the worst between 2 characters.
What were the other 2 you were going on?
Well, for the worst, it was either Pacey's dad, I didn't know his name,
Or,
Dawson.
okay.
So I didn't know, but I was like, you know what? Out of anything, Dawson treated Mitch like crap, Jack like crap, and Pacey. So you know what? He's an
won
idiot.
that
Yeah,
one.
he won the worst. Yeah, I don't like what Pacey's dad said, said and how he treated him, but
yeah.
I mean, Dawson was worse. And then the best was Pacey.
shocker.
No, I need to know your reasoning for him being the best. Because I think you're just trying to make him the best now.
No, I'm not.
So why was he the best?
Because he's the best.
No real reason.
Because I have it written down.
Oh my God.
That's no real reason.
Thank you, Cynthia.
It's my reason. Okay. Because he had to deal with his dad for this fishing trip. And he let his dad win.
That still doesn't make him the best.
No. And he took care of his annoying dad. He took him home when he was drunk. He could have left him at the bar, is what I would have done.
That's a bit of a reach for best character. It's a bit of a reach.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's...
Cynthia, is that a bit of a reach?
No!
I don't know.
Cynthia, it's not a reach. She's trying.
He wasn't a bad character, but
Okay.
I don't think he's the best. But, I mean, that's why we all have our own opinion. He did put up with a lot.
And he had to deal with Dumbo Dawson.
That's his choice. He don't gotta deal with them, but he wants to.
I wish he would have just thrown Dawson overboard.
That's your boyfriend's best friend. You're stuck with him.
No, I'm not stuck with him.
Yeah, if you want to be with Pacey.
No. But to me, he was the best. Okay,
I think he'd always be the best to you.
Well, I was thinking of someone else.
Who?
Jen.
Okay.
Because she did try to bring the girls together.
Yeah.
But I picked Pacey.
If there's any option for you to pick Pacey, you're picking Pacey.
Okay, did he have to take care of his drunk dad? After his dad says all of these things about him. He could have left him and had Mitch take care of him. He's the child.
He could have, but I don't know. I just feel like that's what you do for family.
No. And he was telling Dawson that, like, yo, your dad is great. So, like, basically.
I don't know. I'm going to agree to disagree with you on this one.
You know what?
You are a lot of a disagreement on this one.
This episode, you are definitely a Pacey hater.
No, I just don't think he was the best character.
I forgot. Who'd you pick?
I picked Mitch.
And why is he the best? He was barely in it.
No, because he's really trying to prove himself as a father.
Oh, really? You told me he was not trying hard enough to be the parent. Huh.
No, that's what you said.
No, that's what you said.
No, I said if he didn't like how Dawson's treating him, then he as the parent needs to put his foot down and change it.
Well, I don't agree with Mitch being the best.
Well, I don't agree with Pacey either.
You know who was also great?
Who?
Jack.
No.
I loved when he went after Dawson.
Oh, come on. Dawson
What?
Dawson wasn't even being a jerk too much at that point.
No, for Jack. Something about Jack.
When Jack went after Dawson? Yeah, I said
About
Dawson
that he needs to respect him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Dawson
like,
wasn't
no,
even
he
being
doesn't.
Dawson wasn't even being a jerk yet.
Yes, he was. The moment he saw Jack,
He
was
got an
already
attitude, but he wasn't being a jerk to
He was
Jack.
all Dawson-like, and it's like, Dawson, grow up. If
You just don't like Dawson.
And little Pacey had to deal with his dad.
Yeah, because that's his dad.
No, you are just...
He doesn't have to deal with Dawson. He chooses to deal with Dawson.
Well, that's why he brought Jack, for the fun.
No, he brought Jack because Andie wanted him to.
Because Jack
You're
doesn't
just
have...
trying to make this fit your narrative.
Because my narrative is right.
No comment.
You're forgetting one thing.
What?
I'm always right.
Okay.
Cynthia knows that. That's why she's quiet over there.
No, she don't want to argue because she knows it'll be a long argument.
Or that you already argued. All right, since
anyway.
we're not going to see eye to eye, what's the next episode, Cynthia?
Episode 13, His Leading Lady. So,
Oh, Lord.
gonna be probably about Dawson.
Oh, of course. Everything is
movie.
about Dawson.
Well, it is called Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been.
No.
All right, you guys. Thanks for listening.
Yep. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Duo Chat. If you want to chime in with your opinion about this episode and the show we discussed, you can email us at duochatpodcast@gmail.com. And to keep up with updates about the podcast, you can follow us at Twitter at Duo Chat Podcast. And give us a review wherever you listen to podcasts. We would really appreciate it.